What up everyone, Fallout here. This is part 1 in my 3-part series on how to breed and raise the strongest possible Pokemon in Sun and Moon. First up, we're going to start off really easy by talking about natures. Take a look at one of your Pokemon in-game and hop over to the right where it says Nature. There are a total of 25 possible natures in the game that your Pokemon might have, and each of them has a direct effect on your Pokemon's stats. With the exception of 5 neutral natures, each nature raises one of your Pokemon's stats by 10% and lowers another by 10%. So, why is that important? Well, not every Pokemon in the game needs every one of their stats to be incredibly strong. For example, let's take a look at Alakazam. Here are Alakazam's base stats, aka the number values that define the strengths and weaknesses of any Pokemon species. Now, as you can see, by Nintendo and Game Freak's design, Alakazam has very high special attack and very low attack. If you use Alakazam, you're probably only going to ever use special attacks rather than regular attacks, so it would be totally okay for your Alakazam to take any nature that lowers your attack by 10%, since it's not something Alakazam ever uses anyway. Timid is a nature that raises speed and lowers attack, and Modest is a nature that raises special attack and lowers attack. Both these natures are great choices for Alakazam because attack is something it doesn't ever need to rely on anyway. And that's just one example. Almost every Pokemon species in the game has a stat that it can afford to lower in order to make a good stat that much better. So, how do you change the nature of your Pokemon? Well, it's automatically assigned at birth or when you capture them. So, if you want to get a brand new Pokemon with a specific nature of your choosing, you have to breed them to be born with that nature. When you drop your Pokemon off at the Paniola Ranch, where 2 Pokemon can breed and lay eggs, make sure that one of the parent Pokemon has the exact nature that you want, and then before dropping them off, make sure they are holding the Everstone item. The nature of whichever parent is holding the Everstone is the nature that the child Pokemon will have when it hatches out of its egg. You can get the Everstone by going to Lima's house in Hau'oli City and talking to him upstairs in his room. You'll have to battle him first, but afterwards you will get the Everstone. To get a wide variety of different natured Pokemon, it's a good idea to catch a bunch of Ditto out on Route 10, as having many Dittos with different natures is a very easy way to pass on natures via breeding because Ditto can breed with almost any Pokemon. Alright everyone, thanks for watching this vid. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and be sure to check out parts 2 and 3 to my strongest Pokemon guide, which are right here. Hope you learned something, and I'll see you next time.